You don't feel anxious because your life is bad. You feel anxious because you're not moving towards your progress. You compare, you scroll, and you don't move towards who you're meant to be. I've dealt with anxiety, depression for 40 years, and what I've learned is that I need to make progress. Not clarity, not motivation, action. When you take action towards who you're supposed to be, that anxiety disappears. The 5 a.m. Squat Club is built for fitness, health, and to reduce your anxiety by taking action towards your goals. It's a 4-step process. We're gonna prime our minds, we're gonna prime our bodies, we're gonna increase our fitness, and then we're gonna make action that's gonna improve our levels of anxiety. Stick around to learn about the 4th step at the end. First thing, before we move our bodies, change our lives, we gotta change our minds, choose our first thoughts today. Let's go for it. All right, team, first step on the 5 a.m. Squat Club is to get into a squat. So feet go underneath the hips, heels go on the floor, and if you feel like you're gonna fall over because it's a little tight, hold on to a counterbalance. We need this position. We need the mobility, and we need the setup. So while we're here, what we're gonna do is some box breathing, set ourselves up for the day. 4-second inhale, 4-second exhale, 4-second pause, and then 4-second inhale, inhale, pause, exhale, pause. And think about if you do struggle with anxiety, breathing is an excellent way to reset. So this box breath is a perfect way to get yourself centered for the day before you go reduce that anxiety from the get-go. So we're gonna start on an inhale. We're gonna do this together in 3, 2, 1. Inhale and hold. Exhale. I am responsible for my life, nobody else. I will make time between the stimulus and my response. I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. I choose gratitude. The more I can focus on the positive, the less I see the negative. All right, moving on. Step 1, mindset primed. Next, prime the body. All right, so this is our format. It's a system, it's a few-step process that every day we go through to reduce anxiety through action towards who we're supposed to be. So step 1, we're gonna move the body through some down and ups. You're just gonna get yourself on the floor and then get yourself back up at the top. We'll celebrate the fact that we can do so with a little hop. So all we're doing here is starting up the engine, turning up the heart rate a little bit, lubricating the joints, increasing the body temperature so that we can hit some fitness in the most efficient, effective way for ourselves. At the same time, building capacity in real life movements that we need to be able to live independently and support ourselves and our families best. So we use the burpee as our first warm-up movement because it's essential and because its ability to turn on the system in a relatively low impact way. Before we go into the rest of our general warm-up, our good intensity for the day, and then stick around at the end for the step that really makes reducing your anxiety real and creates real progress in your life. So let's get her moving this morning. Another 40 seconds of burpees or down ups if you don't like that word. Should start feeling the heart rate come up a little bit. And I notice that if I'm feeling anxious, when we're talking short term, just a quick bout of exercise, a real quick elevation of the heart rate can step on that right away. And then obviously if we're talking about chronic, long-term anxiety, stress, then just do this all the time. Do it every day, make progress. All right, next. Next piece of the warm-up are all written down on the screen here. Sometimes we modify them as we go, but I'll let you know. Follow along. So first one is a jumping jack. If jumping in the morning is not your thing, feel free to just go with a standing march. Otherwise, hands overhead and hands behind you. Let's get 15 to 20 reps there. Starting to get a little turned on here this morning. Heart rate, muscles, everything. All right, team, so how are we feeling this morning? What time do we get to bed at? And how are we feeling? I was in bed by 9 or 8:45. Woke up a little before my alarm, as I do, but feeling good. Next is an inchworm. So you can set your feet either under the shoulders or a little wider. Bring the hands to the floor. You're gonna walk it out to a tight plank position. Squeezing the butt and the abs and the legs. And then walking it back and standing up tall in between. We're gonna get at least 5 here. Remember, tight in the middle. Good morning, Mr. Terry, Jody, Talia, Yaroslav. How we doing this morning? How do we sleep? And how we feeling? Mr. Terry, you're a 10? 11:30 p.m. I still don't get it, man. I don't know how you get by with that little sleep. 11:30 to what, 3:30? Tell me about it. How do you deal with 4 hours of sleep, Mr. Terry? I would not be able to. That would be a real struggle for me to do every day. Yaroslav, 9, 8 out of 10, hell yeah. We're going up. All right, from there, we're gonna swing a leg. So standing nice and tall, you can support yourself on the wall if you'd like, or do it freestanding. And just letting that leg go forwards, backwards for 10 cycles at least. Squeeze the abs a little bit so we're not out of control. And then we'll switch sides. Same thing here, abs on. Pushing and pulling. Letting that hip go. Feel a good stretch in the abs here from those tuck-ups yesterday. Anybody feeling sore from that, or are we feeling fantastic? All right, next we'll get into our lunge and twist. So go ahead, come into a plank position. Take 1 foot outside the hands. You can drop that back knee down if you'd like. And then we're gonna take the elbow, can't see me, the elbow on the bent knee side and work it towards the floor. See if you can get it all the way down, but it doesn't matter. And then from there, open up and twist. So elbow towards the ground, and then hand to the ceiling and twist. Talia, 8 p.m. Hell yeah, equipment, good morning. The 100 hang cleans yesterday. Give me a good night's rest. Yes, fantastic. That's the perfect way to go to sleep, right? Just be exhausted. Be tired enough that you go to sleep. When I first started doing this routine, I was talking to some people and they're like, I'm just exhausted by the end of the day. And I'm like, that's the point. That's the point, right? You should be tired at the end of the day if you've lived a functional human life, right? If you've sat and stared at your phone all day, sat at a desk or driven in a car and just been a bump, then yeah, you're gonna feel you're not gonna be, worn out by the end of the day, maybe mentally, but not physically and ready for rest. Whereas if you work hard especially towards something real, and you're exhausted by the end of the day, perfect. I think that's how it's supposed to be. I think humans were meant to work and then sleep, be tired. So if you're tired by 8 o'clock or 8:30, that's good. What are you going to do after that time anyways? All right. What we're going to do now is get into our bootstrappers, so feet between hip and shoulder width, and you're going to come down into a passive squat position there. And you're going to grab your toes with your hands and then pull up against them, pulling the chest nice and proud, shoulders back, chest up. And then we're going to reverse that by dropping the chin, dropping the chest, and letting the hips rise. You're going to feel some hamstring tension there. Move it side to side a little bit, find that hamstring, and then sit her back down, pull the chest up. We're going to get at least 5 cycles here. Whew. Jody's a 10 again. Awesome. That's great attitude, Jody. Get a few of these. Sorry if I miss chats, by the way. I'm not trying to ignore chats. I'm just, sometimes I don't get close enough to fully read them. But I appreciate all the chats, so keep chatting. Keep hitting those reactions. Hit the thumbs up as well, as that does support the channel. All right, next, grab your PVC or a broomstick or a hockey stick, whatever you got. Grab it with a nice wide grip. And we're going to take that overhead and then behind us. So we're going to get at least 10 cycles of kind of this half pass through, if you will, from overhead to straight in line with the shoulders behind you. You can do a little bit of side to side, up and down, or just from overhead to behind. Just loosen up the shoulders a little bit. We're going to get into handstands today, so keep opening that up. That's a good thing. Feeling tired at the end of the day, I agree. Woke up feeling great. I'm a solid 10. Bed by 9, sleep by 11. 9:30, sorry. So do you read in bed or something, Jody, or do you struggle to fall asleep? You're there for an hour and a half. Okay. And then what we'll do here now is with that stick, we're just going to do a few, call them good mornings or deadlifts. So bars at mid-thigh, you're going to hinge at the hip, bring it to the knee, bend the knee a little bit, press away, and stand. So let's get 10 PVC deadlifts, as we will be deadlifting a little bit today with some dumbbells. Trying to think about keeping that stick right against the legs, grading your shins. I know, Jody, you deadlifted yesterday too. This won't be heavy though. All right, round 2, back to a jumping jacks or a standing march. Let's get at least 15 here. We've got an EMOM for 15 today. A little bit of shoulder, a little bit of deadlift. And we're gonna try skipping again in here today. So if you got a skipping rope, get that out. All right, back to our inchworm. So wide stance, walk it out to a tight plank position. Sleep does not come easy. Usually turn on George Winston or Jim Brigham. I do not know what that is. But I'm wondering if that habit keeps you up. I wonder if you just forced yourself to not have any screens or noise or anything going to bed for, a week or so. I wonder if you'd adapt to it and just fall asleep. Curious. All right, we're gonna swing the leg again. We're gonna go across the body this time, so facing the wall if you want. Or, I guess you could, no. I was gonna say, I guess you could do this unsupported, but it's not in my wheelhouse right now. So let's get 10 across the body leg swings. Feel that. And then same thing on the other leg. It's tight. All right. Okay. We'll go a little bit abbreviated on this one. So come back into your plank position. Step out in front with one leg, and we're just going to alternate this. So drop the hips up and down a couple times, and then switch. Similar to your warm-up music. No, it's because I've got 1 million thoughts in my head and I can't turn off. That's everybody, Jody. That is very common. And we're just going to switch every 3 or 4 seconds here. That's why anybody struggles with sleep, is because they're thinking, their mind is running, and they're not able to not focus on it. So, but there are techniques. There are techniques for that if you're struggling. I found that reading is a great one, right? If you start reading in bed, you'll fall asleep. Or even just, listening to your breath, but not, using something to make noise or distract. Okay, a couple more here. But it's about, suffering through the first few kind of thing, and then eventually you're able to kind of reset. All right. Okay, one more with the PVC. Got a couple squats in here too. So this one, you're just gonna bring that PVC in the front rack, shoulder width, and we're just gonna press. So shoulders, overhead, get at least 10 there, as we will be doing some handstand push-ups today. So from the shoulders, ideally elbows are in front of the stick, press it out to a lockout overhead. And then just for fun, bring that bar onto the back. And we're gonna get some squats, as that's our skill for afterwards. So thinking hips down and back, whew. Keeping the knees in line with the feet. Chest is up tall. Remember, we're trying to get the hips down below the knees. If you're new to this, range of motion, full squat. Stand, reset the pelvis, squeeze the butt and the abs. All right, cracking complete. Let's talk about today's workout. George Winston, December, is a must listen. All right, we'll have to check it out. Okay. So today's workout, we're going 15 minutes as an EMOM, and give you a few options here. So 3 different movements. First is going to be handstand push-ups. So strict handstand push-ups, skipping handstand push-ups, pike handstand push-ups, all good. You want to choose a number. I think I wrote 3 to 10 there that you're going to be able to maintain for 5 sets, but that's going to be challenging enough for you. So options. Number 1, if you've got a kick up, you can go strict handstand push-ups, meaning keep the body nice and tight, contact the floor at the head, press it back out. If you have it, you can do a kipping handstand push-up where the hips go to the wall, knees go to the chest, and then it's a jump and press. If you don't feel comfortable kicking up to the wall, you can go wall facing, set yourself up on all fours, bring the hips up in the air in a downward dog, step up with one foot, step up with the other, and you could hold right there, bring the head and chest through. Or if you like this option but you want more, you can walk it all the way in, touch your nose to the wall without your belly touching, and then walk it back down. You can do a hold or reps like that. And then 2 more options. One could be a pike handstand push-up, where basically you set the hips up high in a downward dog. You're just gonna send the head forward and down in front of the hands, and then press back up to that pike position, which you could do with elevated feet as well to get more vertical. And then last option, grab yourself some dumbbells and just press them up overhead. Movement number 2, we're gonna try skipping again in here. So if you've got a skipping rope, you wanna choose an option that's gonna be about, I have to move that, about 30 to 40 seconds. Whether that is an amount of double unders or single unders is up to you and your skill. I've shortened this, so hopefully this is gonna work today. But just choose an option, either single unders, double unders, that will take 30 seconds. Maybe it's 5 reps, maybe it's 50 reps, depending on your skill. If you have no rope, you can just jump and tap singles, or jump and double tap to mimic the double under. And then third and final movement is gonna be some double dumbbell deadlifts. So 2 dumbbells, if you have them, in your hands, hinge at the hip, bend at the knees, touch them to the floor, stand it back up. We're gonna aim for 10 there. So let's take a couple minutes, warm up each one of those, get yourself a skipping rope, try that out, set up some space for handstand push-ups if you're gonna do them, or downward dog or pike handstand push-ups. Try out some dumbbells. Let's take a couple minutes here. And feel free to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Consider joining the team. Joining the community, what is it called? The YouTube membership? I don't even know. But great way to support the channel if you're interested. Okay, dumbbells. Gotta find a way to organize this space so I don't trip on it with the rope. Those feel okay. That's not where I'm going to put those, though. Okay, try out some handstand push-ups, whatever option you're doing. I think I'm going to go strict this morning. Maybe 5 double unders. Should probably try those out. This may not go smoothly this morning. All right, good enough. All right, team. We're getting close here. $15. All right, Maple, what are you saying? All right, team. 1 minute here, and we're going. I have to go to my annex. Lol. Does that just mean the where you can skip? Annex? All right. All right, team. I think we are ready. I'm going to turn that just a touch. Better. All right. So every minute on the minute for 15. First minute, handstand push-ups. Second minute, double unders. Third minute, deadlifts. And we're going 5 sets there. So, tis time. Let's do this. Crank this a little bit. Alright, team, let's go for it. 10 seconds. Handstand push-ups first. We seen Jason this morning? No, Jason. Where's that guy? 3, 2, 1. Go. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. 6. I won't stop till I wear the crown. Okay. First set of handstand push-ups down. Ceiling height probs. Yeah, well, I cut the rope, so hopefully this works. When it catches my feet, it doesn't feel nice, so we'll see how it goes. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm ticked off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now.
There we go, 40. Yay. All right. Not bad, not bad. I just fantasize that I can do imaginary double unders. Equipment to jump and double tap is a great way to get the coordination, the timing. Without the frustration of whipping yourself. 5. First set of deadlifts. 3, 2, 1. 10 reps.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me.
I did 12.
Just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just
One round down. If that's too easy, feel free to up the reps.
Are the things you gotta work for, believe me.
One down.
Is
that Ryan? McFit, good morning. Good morning, March. Join us. 10 seconds. We're just starting. 1 of 5 rounds in. And we've got some back squats after. 3, 2, 1. How you doing, March?
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop.
I like those. 6. What are you doing, Doug? Maple's like hiding in the corner. Are you shaking? What's happening? What's happening? You don't like this. I don't know if she doesn't like the double under noise, maybe? Go. She's freaking out. She's definitely tripping out. No. 10 seconds. Yeah, she's losing it. Sorry, dog. I don't know what's happening, but 3, 2, 1. Ow.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
That's 45. Morning, Jabes. March, doing well? Awesome. Awesome. Join us, dude. Hop in for the workout. Oops. 5, back to deadlifts. 3, no, 2, 1. Tripped out there.
Feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do.
2 rounds down.
And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me.
Jabes, my shorts are camouflage color, green and black. 10 seconds. Start around 3. Back to handstand. 3, 2, 1.
swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop.
So far so good, team. Keep it up. Jody, I'm holding 1 minute handstand. Yes. Dang, that's impressive. I like it, Jody. There you go. You missed it yesterday. You getting it in. We'll probably get in some handstand holds this week as well. 10 seconds. Back to skipping. Singles or doubles, whatever you got. Or no rope, just jump. Just hopping. 3, 2, 1.
I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it.
Ow.
I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Oh, geez. That was not a pretty set. Whew. Caught the toes a couple times there. Caught the ceiling. Georgia, good morning. Oh shit, go. Those are first double unders in here, Georgia.
Believe me, never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise
it's 15.
up just so they could see me.
Those are probably a little light. 3 rounds down, team. 2 to go. If you're finding it's a little easy, feel free to ramp up the reps a little bit. 10 seconds. Good on you. Those are mentally daunting and small quarters. Yeah, I had to shorten the rope because I was hitting the ceiling. All right, go.
Take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters, they're just young downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off in these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now.
Here's 9.
I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Not bad. Not bad. James, who's Georgia? Georgia's a coach at our gym. I've known Georgia for probably 10 years now. She's a firefighter, mom. She's the best. She runs a fitness program for first responders and firefighters. She's a shit. 3, 2, 1. Ah. Hit the ceiling there. That's unnerving. Ow.
I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. Off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it.
Ah, come on.
I won't stop till they hear me now.
44.
I won't stop till I wear the crown.
I feel like I'm getting out of control here. Hitting the ceiling more often. Not going smooth. Did 50 there. Friend from his gym. 2, 1, go. Rest seems to be getting shorter.
feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be.
One more round, team.
Had to rise up just so they could see me.
See if we can get 10 on the handstand.
Just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta
Keep it up, team. One more round, and then we got some back squats. 3, 2, 1.
Take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters, they're just walk downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm fucked off with these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it.
10.
I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Woo. Last set of skipping. Ten seconds. Tried fighter better steel hose before. Oh, interesting. 2, 1.
When everybody wants to be king, yeah, we all wanna rule, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a f***ing swing. Do you got heart, are you mean, got some scars, got some needs, are you really just like me? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm f***ed off at these f***ing clowns who were all taught they just have It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work
Dang it.
for it. I won't stop till they hear me now.
One more set of deadlifts.
Stop till I wear the crown.
Sweating now. 5, 3, 2, 1.
Believe me, never had a come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me.
Hell yeah.
Had to rise up just so they could see me.
Good job, team.
What I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over, I put towards my dream.
Walking around, catch your breath.
The only thing in
Great
life
work.
that has meaning
Great
are the
work.
things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan.
Whew.
Your own hands can land your
Grab some
own
water.
brand, and damn, I feel like
That was
no one
good.
takes accountability. They want the
Whew.
credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the
I'm breathing.
hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. All the doubters, they're just young doubters.
All right. Let's talk. Opportunity work. Squat day. We're gonna keep it simple here, but it could be relatively heavy today. We're just going singles. So we're gonna go every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. I think I wrote 10. Yeah. One back squat. So you can make this as heavy or as light as you want. Where's that barbell? Focusing on good quality movement. If you can make it challenging, great. I mean, the challenge could just be make it look pretty. So let's get that set up. What we'll do is we'll warm it up to a moderate level. If you don't have a barbell, feel free to grab a dumbbell and do a goblet squat, or put it on your back and squat, or you could go with a sandbag, kettlebell, whatever you got. For the back squat, what you're gonna wanna do is set yourself nice and evenly on that bar. Make sure that you're right in the middle. And I like to think, squeeze the bar, pull it down on the back a little bit, create some tension in the upper back. Set your feet at shoulder width. Squeeze the abs, squeeze the butt to set the pelvis. Release the hips, send the hips down and back, below parallel. Stand it up, squeeze the butt, right? You really wanna work for that range of motion, keeping the knees tracking in line with the feet, and then driving fast out of the hole to a stand. Once again, we're just gonna go 1 squat every minute on the minute for 10 sets. So let's take a little minute here. About time you use that squat rack. Sorry, Jody. I know. We've been missing the squat rack. It's just so much setup. So much work. Someday I'll have a gym. So, get in some warm-up reps. Don't just go straight to your workout weights. I feel like I haven't done a back squat in a while. We've been doing a lot of box squatting because of my knee. Okay. Since we are doing 10 sets, feel free to increase the load. I mean, you could on every one, but maybe every 2 sets. So you do 5 different weights throughout the course of the 10 minutes. Maybe a good plan. I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. So just make sure you get to something that's challenging enough to start. Once again, if you're already set up and ready, feel free to hit that thumbs up button, share some reactions in the chat, leave a comment on the replay if you're watching on the replay, and then consider joining the community on YouTube. Seems too low. Wonder if my wife was squatting here. You got this. Thanks, Jibs. Okay, probably start here. And we'll just go up. If we can, I guess, right? Not everybody squats as strong as Georgia. She'd be here making fun of me, probably. Feel free, Georgia. All right. Thank you for the reactions, team. All right, so let's do this. It's not right. 10 sets, just 1 squat every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. Well, let's do it. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. 1 squat. I'm curious to know what weights you guys are using as well, so feel free to share that. 3, 2, 1. Go. One. Jody starting with 85 on the beautiful Bella bar. I love it. It's funny, I've actually contacted Rogue a couple times to try to get an affiliate link that basically I could, give you guys a link that if you want to buy stuff, I would get a commission. But their requirement is to have a blog, like a written blog, active blog. So I've started working on one on the website. Feel free to go to 5amsquatclub.com and read any of that. But I guess I'll be working on that so that hopefully someday we can have a Rogue affiliate link. And when you guys go buy gear, I think I make a small cut, but currently have been rejected from that a couple times. Go ahead, second set. That does not feel amazing. Woo. I don't know how much I want to test this squat rack. Dear Bill and Katie. Yeah, right. If only they knew who we were. But I'm working on it. I've got some posts on the farm blog that I'm going to transfer over, and I'll just keep applying. If you have any blog topics you'd like to talk about or hear about, feel free to let me know and I can write something about that. 10 seconds. Set 3. Okay, body. 3, 2, 1. Much cracking this morning. Come on, cracky knees. Okay. 3 down. 7 to go. I don't want to do too many squats in between there. Squats. Well, I love squats, right? We all love squats. Heavy squats, light squats. Tell myself that. It's always been a weakness. Alright, set 4. Let's go for it. Turn up that music in a sec. Go ahead. I felt better. Those air squats helped. Whoa. Too much? There. What weights we at here, team, so far? 4 sets down, 6 to go. Where are we at? This might take too long. Behind here. 10 seconds. Go ahead. Should have started this earlier. Jody, 105. Nice. Who else is squatting? What else we at? Hey. Definitely have some room to improve here. That's why we're doing it halfway. 5 more sets. And then we'll cool down and we'll talk about the most important step for eliminating anxiety. 3, 2, 1.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, and climb, the only way, to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings,
6 down, 4 to go.
Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill. I know life's short, so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel?
10 seconds. Oh, I did one of those cutout workout videos the other day. Feel free to go give it a watch. Go. It was, I think it was a hang power clean push jerk one. Feel free to go give it some engagement. 12 minutes. I just do that fast and I don't feel no shame. It's a major act, I go crazy. Nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. The jack right as fuel got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head like 7 down, 3 to go.
legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath. I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.
10 seconds. 3 to go. 5, 3, 2, 1. Wow. 115. I'm good for remainder. Nice. 2 more. Another 10 here. This is still at least 100 pounds under my best squat ever, which is okay. Different phase of life. You guys saw some lifting videos last week of my best lifts. I'm okay that we're not there now. 10 seconds. Different phase of life, different goals. 3, 2, 1.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life.
Oh, hot damn. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Jesus. I consider dumping that. That's not something we can do here. Wow. One more, team. This is nerve-wracking. Yeah. Yeah. Where are we at, team? Who's here? 5. Where are we at, team? All right, last squat. 5, 3, 2, 1.
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they always get by and play no games.
Did it.
That's fact, and I don't feel no shame. It's a mood you lack.
We did it.
Nah, I ain't lazy.
Great job, team. Let's go. All right, tidy up your gear. Walk around, catch your breath. Give me a minute here and we will cool down and chat. Great work. Hell yeah. As usual, if you've hit that like button already, thank you. If you haven't, get it. Get it. Think about joining the community. Now remember, if you've got anxiety in your life, hang around. We're gonna chat about that. Chat about how to get rid of it. Although if you're here right now, you probably already know, because you're probably feeling pretty good. Keep that in mind, right? How we feel right now as a result of moving the body, increasing the heart rate, all that good stuff. It's kind of the goal. It's kind of what we're going for. Woo. All right. Jabes, what are you saying? Yeah. We did it. Squat day. And a 15-minute EMOM. What time is it? How'd we do? Just before 6. All right. All right. Thanks, Jabes. I think I had a PR of 165 years ago. Nice, Jody. My best squat ever was 345. And that was 235 that I just did. So, it's okay. All right, we're gonna do a hamstring stretch here today. So just sitting up nice and tall on your butt. You can wiggle the fleshy bits out of the way, and we're just gonna sit nice and tall. You're gonna feel a little bit of hip flexor, you're gonna feel some hamstring stretch. You might not be able to see me, but that's what we're gonna do there. And we're gonna talk about anxiety and decreasing it, right? Just give a second, we'll be back to our step 4 here. So we feel anxious, and there might be other thoughts on this, but the way that I see it, and I've dealt with anxiety, depression basically my whole life, and what I've learned is that the cure is action, right? We feel anxious because we know that we have maybe we don't know, maybe that's part of the problem, but we have a purpose and we're not moving towards it, right? We don't feel anxious because life is bad. We feel anxious because we're not moving towards our goals. We're anxious because we're comfortable and we're not making progress. So think about whatever that anxiety is. Once you start working towards it, it disappears. Because your body, your mind, the universe knows that that's what you're supposed to be doing, and that feeling of I'm not getting there goes away. It's, whether your action, it might as well just get there. So the final step 4 that you miss is homework, right? And homework may not be the word that you like, but it is action towards your goals every day. And what I was going to say there is, even if you don't exactly know what your goals are, action towards something that maybe you think is your goal is positive, is moving in the right direction, and will take away that anxiety. And over time, if you continue to take action, you're going to refine that step, right? You're going to refine the action to make sure that it's moving towards your purpose. And as a result, as long as you keep doing it, the anxiety is gone. And there's 2 parts to it. The physical anxiety, the instantaneous, single instant anxiety, is literally cured with physical activity, right? If I'm feeling anxious in one moment and I go and jack up the heart rate and move my body, that, acute, that stimulus single, this is dog doing, that single moment of anxiety is gone. The chronic anxiety that we feel over our lives it will not be fixed by one moment of exercise, but it will be relieved by consistent action, right? There's no reason to feel anxious if you know that you're achieving your purpose. And the only way that happens is through consistent daily action. I've said it before that it's not going to happen. You're not going to achieve your goal, your dream by one, huge moment. Say, hey, I'm going to make this happen, and I'm going to sit down for 3 days straight and work it. That's not the way it's going to happen, right? You will fall off, you will burn out, and whatever action is required to maintain that thing disappears. So daily, consistent action is the only way to achieve those things, and moving towards those things is what's going to alleviate your feeling of anxiety, right? It's so easy to look at other people on social media and compare our lives and say, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And the only way to cure that is to start moving towards that thing. And you don't even need to be there, right? It's not the achievement of the goal that will eliminate the anxiety. It is the steps. It is just moving in that direction. Because oftentimes once you get to a goal, you feel anxious because you're not at the next one. But if you just notice that I'm moving forward, you feel confident that any anxiety that I feel can be eliminated because those goals are realistic, because I'm taking the action. It might sound simplistic, but I've been dealing with this for a long time, and I'm figuring it out now and I can nail it down to small instances that, I'm standing around staring at my phone thinking, hey, I should be further along at this thing. And I'm like, wait a minute, staring at my phone is the opposite of what I should be doing. If I just go take a step towards that thing that's making me anxious, it's gone. So action is the cure for anxiety. Take the step towards who you're supposed to be, and then that stress and anxiety that you feel disappears. So define your purpose, define your goal, define who you're supposed to be, and work towards it. And, I'm not saying life is going to be perfect, but it's going to feel a whole lot better than that stress of, the unknown, of the am I getting towards my goals? The anxiety is like, well, what happens if I get to the end of my life and I haven't achieved those things that I was meant to be here for? That's the anxiety, right? So if you just move, anxiety disappears. There it is. Here we go. Yesterday we were at our local community center. They have an annual winter festival called Frewfest. And this is our favorite part of it. They had some horse rides and a little bit of stuff outside too, but bouncy castles are definitely our favorite. Here's a race between Mama and the little girl through the bouncy castle. I took a couple of videos going through there as well, but they weren't so good, so this is what you get. There's my quality filming skills. But this girl it's neat to see, you know, we've been here, this is the 3rd year that we've gone to this thing, and you can just see her capacity to move through these things on her own is, and how it's increasing is cool. And you'll see she actually falls on the right here. She slips off. Oh, wasn't a bad fall. But get back at it. And like, I saw a lot of kids who could not get up here, who didn't work at it, who didn't try, or just couldn't do it because the little holds there are not easy. And there she goes. She doesn't care. She gets it done. Love it. I've got some more clips saved up for you for tomorrow. I got the girls out helping me roll out a bale, so I've got a video of Chelsea doing the work, which is kind of nice. It was very nice to watch her struggle with that, and I think recognize how hard I'm working when I'm out there doing it. So, all right. Well, that is today, team. I'm as usual. I am extremely grateful for all you guys who who join me. But not only join me, but who push yourselves, right? You guys are here working hard to make sure that, you know, anxiety isn't ruling your life, or, you know, disease, obesity, all the things that ail our modern societies are not affecting you, right? You're making the conscious decision to better yourselves here and not deal with what everybody else is dealing by sitting back and waiting for life to come to them. So because of that, you guys are our crew, right? You are the tribe. You're my team. And I really do appreciate, I'm extremely grateful for every one of you every morning. And, I want to do this forever with you guys. So I appreciate you. Good work this morning. Shout out Talia, Jabes, Equipment. I don't know if Emily was there, but maybe in spirit. Mr. Terry was there at one point. March was there, Georgia. Special shout out to members, although March is a member too. Yeah, shout out to March, Jody, Yaroslav was here, Jason, who knows where he's at. Either way, you guys are fantastic. Have yourselves an incredible day, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Peace.